Hi everyone, we need to talk about Russiagate again because Roger Stone over in America has been convicted of lying to Congress. Talk about it. Hi everyone, like I said, Roger Stone over in America has been convicted of lying to Congress. Now, this is a conviction that most of us expected, to be honest. This guy who's a habitual liar, that the media circus over in America and over here, pinned all their hopes upon. Because remember, Roger Stone was meant to be the intermediary between the Trump team and Wikileaks. That's what the media over in America were making out. Now, I, of course, and anybody who has been following this case closely have been saying, now, this guy's lying. We'll get into that in a minute. I just want to read this BBC article just to give you an idea of what's happened here and just to give you an overview of how the media just do not talk about this case in the right way at all. US President Donald Trump, it says. The US President Donald Trump's advisor, Roger Stone, has been convicted on 7 counts of lying to Congress, obstruction and witness tampering. The witness tampering is to do with Randy Credico. We'll get to that in a minute. The court heard he lied about his efforts to learn more about when Wikileaks would publish damaging emails about Hillary Clinton in 2016. The jury returned its verdict on day 2 of deliberations. Witness tampering carries a sentence of up to 20 years in prison. The other counts can carry 5 years each. So this guy's in serious trouble now, Roger Stone, serious trouble. The court heard Stone lied in September 2017 during his testimony to the House of Representatives Intelligence Committee's inquiry into alleged Russian interference in the US elections a year earlier. He was asked about WikiLeaks' release of damaging emails about Mrs. Clinton, President Donald Trump's Democratic rival for the vote. After Friday's verdict, Mr. Trump claimed that Stone had been the victim of a double standard, arguing that the likes of Mrs. Clinton and former law enforcement intelligence chiefs he has sparred with had also told lies. Of course, a double standard like never seen before in the history of a country. I hate to admit with Donald Trump, but it's true. Brennan and Clapper, they both lied under oath to Congress. They've got multi-million contracts on MSNBC and CNN right now. They face no consequences whatsoever. They lied to Congress as well, to the Senate. But no, Roger Stone lies to the FBI. Boom, he's going to go to jail for a very long time by the look of it. John Podesta, the Clinton campaign chairman, whose emails were hacked, gloated over Stone's conviction. They say. I want to get down to what they're saying here as to what he did. Stone is the 6th Trump aide or advisor convicted in a criminal case resulting from Mr. Mueller's since concluded investigation. What they don't mention there is none of them have been convicted of anything to do with collusion. None of them have been convicted of anything to do with, working with the Russians to install Donald Trump as president, which is what this investigation was all started to do, remember. The trial heard Stone had told 5 lies under oath, including about his conversations with Trump campaign officials and a supposed intermediary with Wikileaks in early August 2016. He has also lied about the existence of certain texts or emails. Prosecutors told in the court that Stone had made the full statements to protect Mr. Trump's image. Stone maintained the case against him was politically motivated. This guy lied. He lied about connections with Wikileaks. He lied about knowing more than he did. He only knew what was in the public eye. He only knew that more releases were going to come out because WikiLeaks had said publicly more releases were going to come out. And the media have conflated this and given him credence when he is a pathological liar. He has been throughout history. He describes himself as a provocateur extraordinaire. This guy, you can't trust a word he says. But no, according to him, he had a back channel through Randy Credico to WikiLeaks. It was all lies. But the media used it to bump up their Russiagate fallacy. That Donald Trump was installed by the Russians and it was the Russians that gave WikiLeaks these emails. And it wasn't. Julian Assange has said repeatedly, the Russian government is not the source of those emails. You know, I have my own idea as to where those emails came from. I'm sure you do too. They certainly did not come from Russia. I want to quickly get to Anthony Zurcher's because this is his analysis. This guy is a joke. He really is. He's an absolute joke. He's saying it's embarrassing for all. It's embarrassing for all apart from one outlet, Zurcher. Wikileaks. Wikileaks have again been proven that what they said over and over and over again with regards to this is true. They have said that they did not have a back channel with Roger Stone, which has been proven to be true. They said that they did not use Randy Credico as an intermediary with Roger Stone, which is everything that they have said has been proven true. And that's not Anthony Zurcher's assessment of the situation. No. He says Roger Stone, who served as an informal political advisor to Mr. Trump for decades, was convicted of lying to Congress, among other offences. But it wasn't so much that the fact he lied, and it was what he lied about that could be politically damaging to Donald Trump. They're saying that he still could be damaging to Trump. This is a vindication of Trump. They are trying to twist it in the media. You look at the way the Guardian have reported this. Look at their headline. Roger Stone, Trump advisor, found guilty on all counts in WikiLeaks hacking case. WikiLeaks hacking case, they are calling it. As if WikiLeaks are hacking documents from somewhere. They have been found guilty, the media have here, of pushing this guy's testimony for years. They've pushed it and pushed it and pushed it as if it's true. And now it's come out as a lie. They're saying that it's embarrassing for Donald Trump. No, it's not. This is Russiagate falling apart at the seams, is what it is. And you know what? It's not done yet. Because I think Trump is going to be using this for his political advantage. I know I would if I was him. And for 3 years, I was the media had been saying that I was a puppet of Vladimir Putin. I'd be pretty pissed off. So I'm sure he is too. I won't continue with this guy's analysis. You can go and read it for yourself. It's on the BBC website. But he really is. He's a donkey, the guy is. But perhaps that's the reason the BBC are employing him. It says here, Stone had also tipped off the Trump campaign about new batches of damaging emails. Yes, he did. Days after WikiLeaks had already gone public and saying that the new batches were coming forward. They don't put that in this article, do they? He told Congress his intermediary with WikiLeaks was New York radio host and comedian Randy Credico, who said over and over and over again, no, I'm not. I'm not an intermediary with WikiLeaks. He went on MSNBC and said it over and over again. But the media pumped up Roger Stone's lies. You know, they showed the FBI and the FBI raiding his home in the middle of the night, tipping CNN off so the CNN cameras were there, even though the CNN said, oh, we were just there for something else. He told Congress, this article says, his intermediary was Credico. It wasn't. And Credico interviewed Assange in 2016. But prosecutors said Stone's actual go-between was WikiLeaks, was a conservative author, Jerome Corsi. So, okay, so they're changing the goalpost now and saying, oh, okay, it wasn't Credico, it was this other guy, Jerome Corsi. It certainly wasn't Randy Credico. It goes on to here, he told Credico to do a Frank Pantangeli. Pantangeli, I think it's pronounced. Pantangeli from The Godfather Part 2, you know, who went in court and said, oh yeah, I made it all up. Roger Stone was trying to force Credico to do that. Credico was telling the truth all along. Stone also threatened his dog, Bianca, saying he was going to take that dog away from you. And then he released a statement afterwards saying, no, I said that because Randy, he believes Randy was mistreating that dog. He bloody loves that dog. Absolutely loves it. The article continues. Meanwhile, former White House strategist Steve Bannon also testified against Stone during the trial, telling the court that he had boasted about his links to WikiLeaks and its founder, Julian Assange. Yes, he did. And I saw the media on Twitter, you know, giving that credence as if, oh, Bannon's testifying against him. Oh, you know, he has links to WikiLeaks. He had them all along. But no, it's turned out that he didn't. He was lying. just as I and many other people said over and over and over. He was lying, and now he's been caught lying, he's been proven lying in a court of law. And the media, rather than say, okay, we got this wrong, it turns out that, yeah, everything we reported for 3 years was bullshit, us propping this guy up as a big pin in the Russiagate thing, yeah, that was a mistake. We should learn of that going forward now. They've just spun it, turned it round, 180 degrees and said, right, okay, run with that. As if their reporting for the last 3 years hadn't happened. The Russiagate saga, the Russiagate debacle is going to, well, it's falling apart at the seams already. It's going to unravel completely. I am sure of that now. I think it might take a year, but it's going to unravel completely. And I believe that the truth is going to come out about Russiagate. And when it does, heads are going to roll. You know, Roger Stone won't be the only one going to prison for a very, very long time. And what Trump said in that article, that tweet, a double standard like never before seen in the history of the country. Let me just go through to the correct tweet. You can see here, it came on the back of one. He said, so they now convict Roger Stone of lying and want to jail him for many years to come. Well, what about crooked Hillary, Comey, Strzok, Page, McCabe, Brennan, Clapper, Shifty Schiff rather, Orr and Nelly, Steele and all the others, including Mueller himself. Didn't they lie? Exactly, they lied. Mueller himself, I watched him shifting in his seat. It was all a big con, a ruse to try and get Donald Trump, an elected president, try and subvert democracy. That's what this all comes down to. I'm no fan of Donald Trump, but I'm a big fan of democracy. And I'm a big fan of the truth. Sadly, it seems, our media are not. Because for 3 years they've been propping this guy up as if he's telling the truth. And for 3 years people like me have been saying, this guy is a liar. I've been proven right again. Other people who have been saying this have been proven right again. For 3 years of reporting from the media has been showed to be misleading at best. Have they apologised and said, yeah, we got this wrong? No, of course they've not. They've just turned it around 180 degrees and just ploughed on regardless. This is why they are not the media. They are the public relations firms for the establishment. And that's why we need to support new media who get it right. Time after time after time. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Me, in my council flat, on a budget of less than £1,000 a month, I can get these things right time and time again, but the public relations to the elite can't, with all their millions and millions of pounds and backing and all their huge networks. It's almost as if they get it wrong on purpose, isn't it? Support independent media, folks. That's it for this stream. Roger Stone, I think, is going to go away for a very long time. Don't lie to the FBI. Don't even... If the FBI don't want to interview, don't say a thing. Get a lawyer and shut up. Some people never learn. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Please make sure you subscribe. Click the bell below so you get notification when I drop videos. That we are in the middle of a massive concerted pressure to silence us. Silence the people telling you the truth on YouTube in the independent media. Don't let them. Please support us. Share our stuff wherever you can. Tell your friends and your family about us. We need to stop watching this mainstream media. They're not the media. They're public relations to the elite. We need to stop watching them. They aren't giving you the truth. People like me are. Thanks very much, everybody. I'll be back later with another video or two.